Hello and welcome to another episode of our Planet Zoo franchise series. Unfortunately, we are starting this episode on this very dark and gloomy rainy day with some terrible news. Our very first Bengal tiger male has unfortunately passed away a little bit early. I was looking at how long they usually live for, and it is about 15 years. So, I mean, he's only 12, almost 13 years, and I think his lifespan trait was a little bit lower as well, so I don't know why I wasn't expecting them to pass away so soon, but I guess they must have been fairly old when we had them. Luckily, they were able to have a few babies for us beforehand. Oh, and here she is. Oh, it's so sad, your mate. Are they still considered mates? Yeah. Oh, that is too bad. How old is she? See, she's only 10, and I'm thinking maybe we should just get her a new mate. We do have some conservation credits left. Rather than bringing in one of the babies and having them start breeding, maybe we get her another mate. Yeah, just some kind of terrible news to start this very, very rainy day. Can you imagine? I'm just imagining being a guest now. I don't know. Maybe there are bad things about this walkway because all of a sudden now you're standing down here looking at the tigers and what is this? What did she say? Oh god. Oh, shelter from this weather. Okay, well, I guess they don't really comment on animals who have passed. But yeah, can you imagine just wandering under here and yeah, there's a dead tiger. Alright, well, yeah, that is just unfortunate. But yeah, there are actually a ton of Bengal tigers on the market, so maybe we should get, look at him, he's 13.2 years, we're not gonna get that one. I'm thinking maybe we get something within our budget someone within our budget, that is roughly about the same age, hopefully, as our other ones, so around the 10-year mark. A male tiger, obviously, so I'm just going to refresh this a few times and see if we can't find someone. Alright, so a little while later, and I'm still not totally convinced on these Bengals that we have in the market. I'm looking for, this is our female Bengal, and these are her stats, and she's got really good stats. I don't want somebody who's gonna bring her down. But I don't want to spend all of my conservation credits considering that they're probably gonna only have one litter before they reach maturity at 15 years or something like that. So I'm thinking I might just keep on checking this back periodically as we move forward, do a little bit of animal management. I want to take a look at who we have in these habitats now. Might just have to click on the outside to see. Oh, sorry, that's why that was the Bengal habitat. So for our jaguar, people don't really like the view, that's fine. But what do we have for animals in here? So we have, okay, yes, we have twins. Most recently it looks like. Oh, where are you? Oh, there you are. There's one little one, and let's take a look. Yeah, so they were basically just born fairly recently, so not sure. They may age out, and we may get another litter from these guys. We might have to kind of wait and see. I'm not entirely sure what their age of infertility is either. But what about our Siberian tiger? Let's take a look here. Yeah, same thing. Okay, so they also have two juveniles, who look like they are also super young. Let's take a look. Yeah, 2.4 years, and these guys are hitting, oh, he's actually gotten to be an elder now. Okay, so we might have to start to look at, who we're gonna use for breeding next on these guys. What about you? How old are you? Yeah, okay, so they're both basically the same age, which means we'll lose them probably roughly around the same time, maybe once these guys age up a little bit. And then between them two and I think their one sibling that is currently in the trade center, we're going to have to pick who is going to be our next the next generation in our zoo. pretty soon here, so that is exciting. But the other thing that I want to take a look at now is if we have any more flamingos or peafowl that we can trade off. Alright, so this is what we are looking at right now for our flamingos. I'm just gonna scroll all the way down to the bottom. So I sorted it by maturity. All of these guys, I mean, we've kind of been through them all. A bunch of them are still our breeders, so it's fine. But at the very bottom here, it looks like 2 have fairly recently aged up. I'm assuming they were already given contraceptives, so I am assuming that, you know, I gave it to them when they were, you know, juveniles, and they grew up without us noticing. So let's just take a look. Yeah, they both have fairly low longevity. So I'm just gonna move them both to the trade center as is, without putting any marker beside them, because I think we're just gonna trade them both off. And then if we go back in, and then these 4, so let's take a look at, all right, so we just sent those to the trade center. Let's take a look at these 4. We've got, yeah, our longevity gene seems to be still down for our flamingos pretty much across the board. Oh, this one's fertility. Oh, interesting. So if everybody else is really high fertility, maybe it wouldn't be too bad to keep this one if they're gonna breed out the longevity issues, and I don't know, maybe our fertility will kind of even out. This one is a gold flamingo. Okay, so this one's perfect. So we're gonna keep her for sure, and hopefully we'll get her a mate. Let's see. Who else did I say was okay? Was it this guy? Her as well. Okay. So you know what? We'll keep both of these 2, and then hopefully we can get them mates. But yeah, these 2 we will not send to the trade center until they age up. Okay, so here is our trade center. It looks like we put a few peafowl in here as well that we haven't dealt with yet. So the flamingo were the ones that were going for a bit more money because there are not a lot of flamingos on the market. Should we maybe double check the animal market for, oh, is there any more Bengals? Ooh, you know what? 7.3 might be a little young. Because this guy's gonna live quite a bit longer than our other one, and we can't really release him. Oh no, can we? If we can, yeah, we can still release him to the wild afterwards, I think. You know what? Maybe we should just get this guy. I mean, bronze, that's pretty good. His stats are decent. Let's just, we'll adopt. Anyway, back to what we were gonna do here. I want to take a look at what we have available in the marketplace for greater flamingos, just so that we know that we are selling them at a fair price. Oops. Okay, so there are none still. So let's go into here and let's trade off this one for, he doesn't even have a bronze, but I don't know, those are pretty decent genes. I'm gonna try for 200, see what happens. Same with this guy, because I don't know, I think their genes are pretty much the same, even though this one's bronze, this one's not. And then our peafowl. So we'll keep maybe a couple gold ones. We don't need this many males, but maybe we'll keep the gold female for sure, and then I don't know which one's the best out of these 3. We've got 100, 100, 167, 83. Yeah, so we'll keep Aryan here. And we will sell off these guys. I think the peafowl market was very oversaturated, if I remember correctly. Peafowl, there we go. Yeah, like they are the most expensive ones. I don't know, whatever, like nobody's gonna sell to us. We're looking at like, yeah, 15, 25 maybe. It honestly might be more worth it just to release them to the wild. For 12. I think that's probably better. Let's do that. Okay, so we have our top-notch female, our top-notch male, and I don't know, it looks like we have a juvenile in here. That's not correct, so I'm gonna move this one back into the habitat. Maybe they were like just about to mature or something and I moved them out a little bit prematurely. But we now have our new Bengal. That is this guy. So, or is it? right? Is this the one we just adopted? Yeah. Yeah, this is the one we just adopted. So let's put him into quarantine for a moment. And then once he's out of quarantine, we will introduce him to our female. Look at her here. Our Shivansha is currently playing with the gift box. That's so cute. I think I was just... Did he get delivered yet? I did send our new male to the quarantine, past the quarantine, and I think he's going to be delivered shortly. See if we can find... Oh, is that him there? No, you don't have him. Huh. Who is delivering him from the quarantine? Oh, there he is. There he goes. So he should be there soon. And of course, everything keeps breaking down. I might need to start hiring some more staff. I'm not really sure. We are still making a good amount of money, but I don't know. I mean, we've got a decent amount of staff. I think when we add the next area in, we'll definitely need a full other set of staff. But, oh. Game also keeps kind of freezing on me today. I'm not really sure why. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I mean, this keeper is high workload, but I mean, they need to be trained up a little bit. Caretakers all say they have efficient workload, so we're not really too concerned. Alright, let's take a look. Perfect. So he's definitely quite a bit younger than our female. She's at 11.4 years, but I mean, I don't know. Hopefully they can... Yeah, she doesn't have a mate anymore, so hopefully they will at least have one litter while she's still okay. I think, let's just double check. Pretty sure if we go into data, yeah, their life expectancy is 15 years, and they, I don't know, it says unknown for sterility, like they should, I don't know, maybe that means it's death, or maybe that means we need to do more research on them. Oh, it's frozen again. But actually we should take a look at what our vet research is doing. What are we researching right now? Okay, the Indian elephant, of course. Alright, I just restarted the game. I don't know, it kept freezing on me, I'm not sure. Hopefully it's better now. Looks like these two still haven't made mates, but I mean, you know, hopefully they will. What other, we're looking at end diseases, okay. Well, looks like we're gonna have to get rid of, we have to sell off a bunch of our blue-tongued lizards, and we are going to have to deal with some peafowl disease once again. Oh, look at that! Our elephants are finally about to mate. Oh, I just love these two. I love how little she looks next to him. That's so fun. I didn't realize they were such different sizes. Oh. And they're pooping. Of course they're pooping. Why wouldn't they be? But yeah, I think these two are doing okay. Right, so that was the other thing with our Indian elephants, was they wanted more adults in their group. It looks like we might need to... Are they? Yeah, so they're not monogamous. I think it says here if they are. So we could get another female. Oh, wow. Is she playing with the dirt? Oh, that is so cool. I didn't realize they had that animation. Oh, that's fun. I feel like they've added so much to this game over time, or maybe I just haven't always noticed. I don't know. But yeah, actually I think that was actually something I didn't mention yet this episode. I did expand their habitat. It is significantly larger now. It definitely, I mean, it still needs a little bit of work. I didn't even realize I have waterfowl pieces here and no water. I might expand this out just along the edge here, but, or maybe not, because there's a gate here. I might just get rid of the waterfowl pieces, but yeah, they have much more room now, so I should be able to introduce another elephant without it really being an issue. Hungry, yeah, they're going to go eat. I think the other thing was, yeah, space is totally fine. If you could look into here, yeah, they've got plenty of space, so it's not a big deal. Cleanliness is good, training is good, but yeah, enrichment, I think the research is still being done, so And let's take a look and see what we can get for another female Indian elephant. Oh, none of these guys have very good stats. What are the stats for a male elephant? Oh yeah, see, we don't want to bring him down. We've got quite well, actually I've got less conservation credits than I thought we did. I mean, it's not terrible, I think. Let's just wait a little bit. How old are they as well? 20, okay, he's 20 years old. Yeah, let's give it a little bit of time. I don't want to wait too long because he will age out of being an adult at some point. Let's actually take another look at the Zoopedia. Oh, 61 years. Okay, no, we've got tons of time. We have lots of time. So yeah, I'm going to keep checking back on here. And we'll get a bit of a better Indian elephant when we get some more, once one gets in here. I don't mind using up most of our conservation credits right now, because it's going to be a little while until we need some for another animal. Because the next thing that we are actually going to be doing, which I am going to do in this episode, is a exhibit hall, like a building for a bunch of exhibit animals, which I think is going to be really cool. It's going to be the entrance to the next big section of our zoo, and I'm super excited about that. So I actually think from here, maybe I will just, play a little bit, wait until this rain stops and we get some nice sunshine, and then dive right into a time lapse. Okay, so let's just get right into this. Well, right off the bat, you are going to notice that a giant building just appears out of nowhere. I actually built this building in creative sandbox mode, and the reason for that, I didn't film it. Honestly, this building took me forever to make. I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted, and I've never really built anything like this before, so it took a really long time. It was not worth filming by any means. Perhaps I can use some of the things that I learned for something in the future in this zoo as well, and you can kind of get a better glimpse as to how it was built that way. But for the most part, it is actually pretty straightforward. It is using a lot of those opaque glass triangle pieces, and I just wanted to make something very interesting, very geometric. I wanted to keep that, modern feel with the black and white, but I also wanted to start bringing in some more dark wood elements into this area. And the reason for that is this is going to be the lead into our kind of North America area. And I figured that, that kind of like dark wood, timber, alpine sort of look is going to fare really well in this area of the zoo. But as we kind of skip through this time lapse of just kind of getting this building set up, we do not actually totally finish decorating it today. It's going to have to be done at another date, just because it ended up taking way too long. But this is our little exhibit hall area and a little cafeteria in here. We have all of the, you probably saw there, merchandise stores as well, the gift shops, and a few drink shops, a few food stalls, and also another information booth in here. So it's basically, since this is going to it is an entry into hopefully what's going to be a whole new area of the zoo, I wanted to make sure that we had everything, everything in here as a good little pit stop for our guests. Overall, I wanted to keep the inside of this building fairly open, just in case we do end up getting, some crowds, and I wanted to be able to accommodate a lot of people traveling through here. You will also see here that this building is going to have a, sneaky little view into our next set of proper animal habitats as well, which are not going to come right away, but you can kind of see the structure of them coming up and starting to be created here. All right, and the building is, not complete, but complete enough for now. There is still a lot of decorating that's going to need to be done in here. I want to add a lot of greenery, and yeah, it does need to be spruced up a bit. This is very obviously not finished yet either, but I think this is good enough to open it up at least. After we get in some new exhibit animals, of course. So we are going to need 4 more, and I'm going to move our blue-tongued lizards into here as well. So let's take a look at what our options are. So I think I'm just gonna go by appeal, I suppose. I don't think that yeah, they don't get listed for conservation credits. So I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm not really too picky on which ones of these we get. Antillean iguana, that sounds fun. Let's get one of these guys. And we'll get a male to go with it. So that's one. Let's do the eastern brown snake as well. There was one up here. Yep, we'll get this guy. And then we need a female eastern brown snake. There she is. Let's do the Gia monster as well, or Gila monster. We'll get a female. Oh, and the male is way up here. Okay, and one more. We could go with the western diamondback rattlesnake. I think that's a pretty good one. Or the puff adder. Actually, maybe we should go for some more insects. We could do a giant forest scorpion. That sounds pretty cool. Or the Brazilian wandering spider. Oh, there's so many cool exhibit animals. Ooh, okay, I think I've decided on this one. Let's do the Mexican red knee tarantula. That sounds fun. Let's drop this one and the female. There we go. All right, and there we go. So we have all of our animals in their exhibits. Their temperatures and humidities are correct. Looks like, yeah, we also got a reward for that. I also put all of this area into a work zone. I overlapped this and these staff buildings into the work zone as well, just to, I don't know, kind of give everybody a little bit more leeway. And we hired a new keeper as well, so that should help with keeping these exhibits running smoothly. One more thing actually that I wanted to take a look at before we click play here is we actually had a few more cubs. I had to wait a little bit longer than expected before starting the time lapse in between the last live clip because I had some research, mechanic research, for some items that did not get done yet, but we ended up with a couple of new cubs for most of our big cats over here. So we got Sergey and who's this? Who's your sister or brother? Oh no, I can't click them. And Kolya. Okay, so we got two new, basically the same as last time. We got two male Siberian tigers again for this litter. And what do we get for jaguars? Oh, it looks like we got two jaguars as well. A girl and, oh, two female jaguars. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure that is it. Let's just double check. Yeah, two female jaguars. And I don't know if our Bengal had the baby yet or if she is pregnant, but yes, there she is. Okay, perfect. Oh, there's two. Where's the gate for this habitat? Yes, they had two female cubs as well. So that is awesome. We were a little bit concerned that they might not have another set of cubs just because they were getting a little bit up there, but she's still kicking real good, 13.8 years. Hopefully she will, I don't know, maybe she will even live a little longer, enough to have one more set of cubs, who knows? I'm not too worried about our male. But yeah, let's take a look and see if we have any issues as we could play with our new area. Okay, I thought I changed these temperatures. Alright, yeah, so everybody is good now. Tickets are underpriced, of course they are, because we just added a whole bunch of new animals. Let's do 30 and 27. And of course we need to settle the education as well. Alright, and here come all of our guests in the snow. What is everybody thinking? Okay, everybody's got water. Perfect. So I do think that maybe I should hire a couple more vendors for this area. And I think we missed a notification there that said that we had our first Indian elephant baby as well. Yeah, look at that. Oh, so cute. What did we get? Lakshay. Oh, I love that. I think they were both pregnant. Yeah, she's also pregnant. So that's exciting. Oh, I love him. So cute. This is a pretty good view to end it on today. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know no big new animal this session, but we did get that exhibit hall nice and, at least started. It needs some work, but it is at least started. As always, leave any comments, suggestions, questions you have down in the comment section below, and I will talk to you in the next video.